Welcome everyone. In this video lecture, we will find out the output impedance in a cascade amplifier. So basically, we are going for the output impedance because for the cascade current source, the output impedance will be high. So how the output impedance we can easily find using this circuit. So this one is basically a cascade amplifier in which a common gate amplifier, we can say this one, the upper one is a common gate one and common source amplifier combination is nothing but simply our cascade amplifier which exhibit very high input impedance and a voltage gain which is approximately double. Okay, so our main focus is to find out the output impedance using this cascade amplifier. So for this purpose what we are going to do, first I am selecting the this circuit and we can replace. Okay, I am already made this circuit, and for the time being we are saying this m2 have some output impedance, that is our m2 have some output impedance r02. The output impedance of transistor m2 and r01 be the output impedance of the transistor r1. Okay, and I am saying this one is r01. Okay, so this one is the new picture. Okay, so we have to find the output impedance r output. Actually we are just want to replace this cascade amplifier with a single transistor and a degenerate resistance. Okay, clear. So instead of this transistor we are just replacing with a output resistance r02. So this one is basically a r02. So now we have to find the r output in this case. So how to find the r output in this case? So first this one is our simple, we can say gate in, drain in and source in. Arrow sign will always give the source one. Okay, so we have to make the small signal model because we have to find out the output impedance. Okay, so this one is gate one, drain. Okay, and this one is a source. So we have to know the S equivalent diagram, gm vgs, and this should be our vgs. Okay, and this r02 is connected to this source side. So this should be our R02, and the output impedance of M1, that are finite output resistance, we can say. I am adding a resistor here R01. Okay, or this one. Clear? Now we have to find the output impedance. So for the output impedance calculation, what we have to do? We have to add a test voltage, say Vt, and that test voltage will make some current, say It. Okay, so the output impedance in this case is nothing but simply the R output of the entire circuit. Okay, so this R output is simply our Vt by It calculation. Okay, in some book or some paper we can replace, if they are using vx ix, anything we can write. Okay, so this one is the concept. We have to find r output vt by it. So in this case, first thing that we have to do, if we apply Kirchhoff's voltage law in this section, say 1, loop 1, So we can say applying KVL in loop 1. Okay, by applying KVL in loop 1, so what we can write, minus VGS, minus VGS, this one is DC voltage, so we can make it ground also. Okay, so minus VGS and this current, so there will be IT current is going. Okay, so the same current IT will flow in this one. Okay, so it should be minus VGS and minus IT R not 2 equals to 0. Okay, IT, because this one is GMVGS current and this current is nothing but simply our IT minus GMVGS. Okay, and the total current in this R not 2 resistance, that is our output impedance of the M2 transistor is R not 2, so current will be IT. So from here we can write VGS equals to minus IT R not 2. So we can say this one is our equation number 1. Okay. Now we have to write the KVL in this loop. If we apply KVL in this loop, say loop number 2. Okay. So now we are applying KVL in loop 2. If we apply KVL in loop 2, so what we can write, say this one is a plus of minus, so VT plus, okay, then minus IT minus GM VGS into R not 1. Okay, we have to use the KVL concept, and we have to use our assumption in what manner we are writing the equation. Okay, so IT minus GM VGS R not 1 minus IT into R not 2 equals to 0. Okay, so this one is one equation. So now what we can write, this VT, that is VT minus, if we take this IT common here from this one, so one can write R not 1 then plus R not 2 plus GM VGS R not 1 equals to 0. We are taking IT R not 1, IT R not 2. So we are taking minus IT common. So R not 1 plus R not 2. Then after we can write VT, okay, minus IT R not 1 plus R not 2. At the end we have to find the value of VT by IT. VT by IT. So VT IT is there. Now VGS. So we have to replace this VGS with the IT minus IT R not 2. So one can write plus GM VGS is minus IT R not 2 R not 1. Okay, we are writing this expression. Okay, this one VGS. Okay, this VGS value will be this one. Okay, so after that we have to just write VT, and if we take this second term and third term in the equals to 0, okay, in the right hand side, so we can write IT R not 1 plus R not 2, then minus is there, so if we go on the right hand side it should be plus, plus GM IT R not 1 R not 2. Okay, so once again we have to write VT, and if we take IT common, one can write R not 1 plus R not 2 plus GM IT R not 1, sorry, IT we have taken common, so we have to write R not 1 R not 2. Okay, then VT equals to IT times. Now R naught 1 is common, so one can also write R naught 1. If we take common R naught 1 plus GM R naught 2 plus R naught 2. Okay, or one can also write Vt equals to It. If we take R naught 2, okay, common, so 1 plus GM1 R naught 1 plus R naught 1. So the output impedance from these two equation we can easily write. Okay, pencil I have to select Vt by It from the lower one Vt by It is R naught 2 1 plus GM1 R naught 1 plus R naught 1, and this one is nothing but simply our R output. So the R output term will be, in more general, we can write R naught 1 plus 1 plus GM1 R naught 1 into R naught 2. So this one is nothing but simply our expression for the R output. So one can easily write this from this equation R output. So this R output, how to write directly? This R output term, R output. Okay. So first we have to write the output resistance of M1 transistor. So I am writing R naught 1 plus 1 plus intrinsic resistance GM1 R naught 1 into R naught. Okay. So in this way you can also write the output impedance of a cascade amplifier. R naught 1 is the output resistance of one transistor plus 1 plus GM1 GM1 R naught 1 into R naught 2. Okay, clear? Here we can write this was a GM1, so better to write this is a GM1, so this will be our GM1. So this one will be the thing. So once again I am writing R output R naught 1, this R naught 1 plus 1 plus GM1 R naught 1 into R naught 2. In some cases, if there is a RS resistance, if this one is a RS, okay. So R output will be R naught 1 plus 1 plus GM1 R naught 1 into RS. The same thing. So this one is a very important concept. Okay. So we can easily write the output resistance using this concept. So this is all about the output impedance in a cascade amplifier. So thank you for watching.